Okay, today I will make video for final text and for advanced listening. In this video, I choose 3 audio. The first audio is the third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, so let's start. The first is audio 3. Tips for getting a good night sleep by Kaiser. Stephanie Clevery Fox 12 says a good night's sleep can make the whole world look better. Doctors say rest prepares your mind and body to deal with life's everyday challenges. It's also important for your overall health. And Tanvi Handwal Mukunda, MD, sleep specialist, Kaiser Permanent says, likely there are a number of things that you can do at home to improve the quality of your sleeps, such as avoiding caffeine in the evening, avoiding evening naps, screen time in the 30 minutes before bed, alcohol, certain medicines. Nation is another big simulation also. Having a relaxing environment prior to bedtime all contributes to good measures in sleep hygiene. A lot of people will have a little bit of insomnia. That happens when they stress out. We typically describe sleeps depression as getting 6 hours or less of sleep constantly per night. And Stephanie Clever's Fox 12 says, if you still have trouble sleeping after a month, you talk with your doctor. He or she can help you diagnose the problem and determine if you need a sleep study. Naruto says, this has been another tip sponsored by Kaiser Permanent and Fox 12. Okay, next to audio 4. Audio 4 is 5 negotiation success tips. Okay, hi, today I'm going to be talking to you about the 5 keys to success. About the keys to success negotiation, in this video I'm going to explain you the most important things you need to know. The first is to prepare for negotiation. At least according to Harvard Law School, preparing for negotiation, think through in advance what would be a good outcome, what would be the best result look like, what outcomes would you expect, why might these outcomes not be acceptable, access your needs and interests, and make a list of what you have to have and what it would like and what would not be acceptable. The second is identify your baton standards for best alternative to negotiated agreement. How could your baton important make a list of alternatives to your negotiated and this ends without an agreement. In other words, what would happen if you don't make an agreement and choose the best? Is there a possibility of a better agreement with the supplier, customer, or a partner? Are there any constraints that make your button a bet? Are there any terms that could be table and that could improve your button? What and how number? The third is you need to set the reservation price. Reservation price is your walkaway price. There are many variables that can determine your reservation price. The fourth item you need to look at. And the fourth is auditory. Identify the level auditory, the person with whom you're negotiating has, and plan accordingly. And the last is five. The fifth is most important, assessing the other side's position and interest. What do you want to know about the other side? What are their objectives? What are their needs? What are their problems? Also, what we call psychographics, what their reservation at other walk away price, what their underlying interest, investigate and examine this point carefully because they're critical and critical for achieving a position outcomes. If you send us an email, we'll gladly send our negotiation worksheet, which will help you track the outcomes of each step of preparing your negotiation. Okay, so that's it for audio. So next to the last audio is the fifth audio. Okay, the audio is the title is second generation computer. Second generation computer transistor. The period of second generation computer was 1956 to 1963, using transistor hardware technology. Transition replaced the vacuum tubes of the first generation of computer. During this generation, using the transistor where chips consume less power, more compact in size, more reliable and faster than the first generation mechanisms. The transition were far superior to the vacuum tube compared to the first generation. These computers were smaller, faster, and energy efficient. In this generation, mechanics workers were used as primary memory. The magnetic tape and magnetic disk were used as secondary memory. The second generation computer still relied on punch card and printouts for outputs. They used the concept of first store program, where the instructions were stored in the memory of the computer. Software technology. The instructions were written using this assembly language. Assembly language use mnemonics like add for addition and tab for subtraction. For coding of the instruction, assembly language is easier than the mechanics language. High-level programming language such as COBOL and Fortran were also developed during this period. The first computer of second generation was developed for the atomic energy industry. Physical appearance, transistors are smaller in size compared to vacuum tubes, so the size of the computer was also reduced. Example: PDP-8, IBM 1401, SDC 1604, and IBM 7090 advantageous second generation computers move from cryptic binary mechanic language to symbolic or assembly language. This allows programs to specific instruction in words. Disadvantages: high cost limited to special purpose tasks. Okay, that's all for my excitement. If I have a many problem, many mistake, please forgive me, cause I still learn how to read, how to pronounce, and thank you for my lecturer, and God bless you, sir. Thank you.